Hello, Mr. Fry's geometry class. I'm taking a look at this Unit 10 Circles Homework 3 arc lengths. And the one formula that we need to be aware of is 2 pi r, this weird looking thing, theta, divided by 360, where r is the radius, and that theta is the angle measure. So this would be the radius and the angle measure. We just plug those numbers in and work the problem out. That's basically what you do. Let me take you through the odd ones here. So we have this first one, and we have our radius is 7.5, and we have that angle measure is 35. So I put in my r, my radius, and I put in my 35, and you just put it in your calculator just the way you see it. I put in 2, and then I hit pi, and I put 7.5. I'm only showing you this first one like this, so you don't have to do it on, I won't have to show you on every single one. 35, and I put that in parentheses because I wanted to, you know, multiply it by 35 divided by 360. 360, why 360? Because all the way around a circle is 360. Okay, and you notice we get 4.58. That's the measure of the arc length. So that arc length from here to here would be 4.58 inches. About 4.5 inches. Going on to number 3. So number 3, you're going to do in number 3 kind of what you would do in number 2. You have to figure out what all of this, the shaded area is. So you're going to take 360 minus 57, and I got 303 for that angle. Remember, you're going to do the radius on this one. You have the radius in number 2, it's 4. You have to find the radius in this one because this gives you a diameter. So half of 26 is 13. So you're going to divide, or you're going to put 13 in for radius. So then you just multiply all this out, and then 303 divided by 360. You should be getting on your calculator when you put that in there, just the way I did in number 1. You might want to rewind that and take a look at that. 68.75 meters should be that distance, that arc length. Number 5, find MK. Oh, I'm sorry, not find MK. If MK is 10, so MK is 10, that means that's the diameter, so my radius in this one is going to be 5. So 5 is going to equal my r. Find the length of MKL, so MKL. Okay, so from M to K is 180. I just have to find this little amount, and we know that this whole thing is 90 minus 52. 90 minus 52. 90 minus 52 is 38. So this little section right here is 38. So I have 180 plus 38. 180 plus 38 is 218. So that's why the whole angle is 218. From here all the way to here is 218. Okay. Now, my radius is 5, so my radius is 5, and I have 218 divided by 360. So that the measure should be 19.02 once I put all this in my calculator the way it is seen. 19.02 inches. That's going to be the length, arc length for that one. Number 7 gets a little trickier. AF is 23, so AF, that's a radius. AF is 23, so I don't have to do anything more with that. Find the length of EC. So EC. EC going right here. Okay, so that's the shorter one. Remember, it would have 3 letters if it was a major arc. This is a minor arc, so just EC, the quickest way to EC. So we have to find these two in order to figure, well, we have to, find out that angle. So what we did was I took 180 minus 148, because from here to here is 180. This part is 148. So 180 minus 148 gives me 32. Okay, so that means that this little section right here is 32. That means, so from here to here, that means this is 32. Now, I took 180 minus 87 minus 32 to get 61. So 180, this 180, minus 32 minus 87, that gave me 61. So this is 61. So 61 plus 32 is 93. So the angle here is 93. Okay? So my angle is 93. My radius is 23, and so what I do is I just put that in my calculator the way it is seen, and I have 37.33 centimeters is going to be my arc length for EC. Wasn't number 7 EC? Okay, so number 9, a Ferris wheel has a diameter of 225 feet. If a passenger gets in a car and travels 38 feet when the wheel stops to let more passengers on, find the angle of rotation to the nearest degree. Okay, so what we do is we use this formula once again, and we're going to figure out theta. So we're going to figure out the angle of that's missing. Okay, we know that the radius is 112.5. That's half of 225 because they gave us a diameter. We have to take half of that to get the radius. So that's 112.5. So I took the 38 and I divided it all by this first. And that gave me this weird number. I just left it on my calculator. And then, so I'm left with theta divided by 360. So I multiply both sides by 60 and it gave me 19. So 19 degrees was the distance, or I'm sorry, it's not degrees. It was feet. Oh, no, it is degrees. I'm sorry. It is an angle that we're looking for. So yeah, 19 degrees equals the angle. I'm sorry. Because we were looking for the angle. Find the angle of rotation. So that's 19 degrees. All right, hopefully this was helpful, and good luck on the other ones. Go ahead and try your best on them.